And to see that this child is still lacking infant development is horrible. And apparently he's still drinking out of a bottle. But to know that this child cannot even sit up or walk on his own without any support is just terrible. We watched her in real time destroy this child while she was pregnant. The drinking, the smoking, the fighting, constant drama. For this to be your first child, your first pregnancy, and that's what you do to your baby, the type of destruction and disability she brought upon this baby is something he has to live with for the rest of his life.
Bro, like, are you scared of nobody? You can say whatever. You can say whatever. Real, you can say whatever. You got something to say about my son, say it. Feel me? Like, you can say whatever. But I'm telling y'all, it's about to get real serious. And I think if I put this PSA out, is it gonna try to act like I ain't say this?
Let's talk about this messy, heartbreaking, and honestly humbling chapter that Chrisean Rock is living through right now because baby, reality has finally caught up to her, and it's not pulling any punches. Everything she's been avoiding, all the chaos she's brushed off, it's all circling back, and now she can't dance around the truth anymore. The spotlight she used to love is starting to feel real heavy. This ain't just social media drama, this is real. Life knocking hard, and what's wild is you can actually see the shift. The energy's different, and it's not looking pretty.
The doctor or whatever medical professionals at the time of his birth, they had stated that he would need medical treatment like surgery, steroid injections, etc. in order for him to start developing properly. For me, on the outside looking in, I seen that baby when he was born, and I see him now, and his health has not been addressed in the best manner.
For more than a year, people have been questioning Chrisean's choices ever since she announced her pregnancy with baby Junior. And now it seems like everything is catching up with her, and the whole internet is tuned in. This isn't just drama anymore, it's turning into a serious reality check. What started as quiet speculation has now turned into something she can't avoid. And the most telling part, Chrisean finally admitted that her son is dealing with something. No filter, no live stream, no inspirational caption can distract from it now. She's facing the truth head on, and that truth is called responsibility.
Y'all don't know nothing about God, and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this shit, bro. You know why? Cause all the glory to God, bro. Like, y'all gonna be looking real stupid.
Something she's been avoiding like it was contagious. But now she's finally said it out loud after all the concern from fans, people close to her, doctors on the internet, random followers, and bloggers who practically pleaded with her to take action. Chrisean is finally acknowledging what folks have been noticing for a long time. She's no longer brushing it off.
This is the face, that's the lower lip, upper lip.
Whoa.
You are 20 weeks pregnant.
Was it too late?
Yeah, it's too late.
Fine, I'm not talking to you.
Junior's growth is behind. And this ain't just one of those every baby moves at their own pace situations. No. This is more serious. People noticed that he wasn't lifting his head, barely. Made eye contact, didn't reach for things, didn't coo or smile, and that cry? It hit different. It didn't sound like a newborn fussing, it sounded like something was wrong. And now there's a reason, leaked reports and online speculation, which Chrisean hasn't confirmed or denied, suggests that Junior might be facing major medical issues, things like fetal alcohol syndrome, visual processing problems, muscle stiffness, even seizures. It's heartbreaking. But what really has folks upset is this didn't just come out the blue. This could be connected to how she acted during her pregnancy. People remember seeing her drinking, smoking, getting into fights, breaking down in clubs all while she was pregnant. She even admitted on live that she didn't know she was already 5 months in and cried because it was too late to end the pregnancy.
All in agreement now that it's a lot of things that this baby is going to be suffering from or hindered doing because of the shit Chrisean was doing while she was pregnant. Drinking, smoking, partying. And to be quite honest with y'all, I think what make it worse and what make everybody more mad at Chrisean is the fact that, one, she still denies it. Not just leave it alone. She denies that she did anything wrong while pregnant. On top of, it doesn't seem like seeking any help for this baby.
I'll watch that clip. The doctor straight up told her she was already 20 weeks in. But instead of switching mindsets and stepping into that mom role, she kept moving the same wild way like she didn't have a baby growing inside her. And let's not pretend we didn't see the signs. Her old lives were full of moments that should have been wake-up calls: drinking heavily, barely standing straight, arguing with Blueface like she wasn't carrying a child. Now the baby's here, and he's clearly struggling to meet the basic milestones. And what's wild is, even with all that, Chrisean still had the nerve to get defensive with folks online.
Sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I really care about my son, bro. And I know he'd be thriving better with his siblings too. And Carlos, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August. So he'll have all his kids there. I literally want to take myself out the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose he has for this whole thing to work out.
Anne was barking at fans just for calling out what they saw. She kept saying we don't know God and accused people of being haters when all they were doing was showing concern. Nobody was hating on her. Folks were literally pleading with her to step up as a mom. But she ignored it all, and now the guilt is clearly catching up to her. Word is behind the scenes, she's been struggling hard. She's been hitting up church services, trying to reconnect with God, thinking that prayer might fix what neglect broke. Now, don't get it twisted, turning to God is never a bad move, especially when you're hurting. But prayer without action? That's not growth, that's just performance. You can talk to God all day, but if you're not putting in the real work, what are you even doing? Faith with no accountability doesn't change anything. That guilt must be heavy because she's even trying to repair broken bonds to build a better support system for her son. She's reportedly reached out to Blueface's mom, Clarissa, and even Jaden Alexis. Yep, the same Jaden she used to clown online. That's when you know it's serious. Chrisean Rock Miss I Said What I Said is out here apologizing publicly. She even asked Clarissa to come meet her grandson and said she'd step aside if it meant her son could have a stable, loving, sibling-filled life. That right there, that's a shift. But people are still giving her the side eye. Because let's be honest, she ducked responsibility for almost the entire first year of that baby's life. She brushed off every concern, accused people of projecting their trauma, and flat out refused to believe anything was wrong even when doctors allegedly raised red flags. And then, just like that, once the noise got too loud, she snatched Junior off social media, not because of privacy, but because of pressure. She wasn't trying to protect her child, she was trying to dodge the accountability train. Because if privacy really mattered to her, she wouldn't have live-streamed her labor. She wouldn't have posted countless videos of her son lying there, motionless while she danced and vibed out. It always seemed more about her image than his well-being. And now that people are seeing him again, tucked in the background of her Instagram stories at church, they're noticing that nothing's changed: his posture, his eyes, his lack of response. It all looks the same. He's almost 2, but he's not doing what many babies half his age are already doing. And this isn't shade or hate, it's genuine concern. The kind that comes from people who've been watching this unfold since day one. And look, having a child with special needs isn't a punishment or something to be ashamed of. There are millions of parents raising children with delays or disabilities with so much love and care. But in this case, people believe Chrisean's choices might have contributed to this outcome, and that's what really stings. It's not just that her child has challenges, it's that those challenges might have been preventable. This baby didn't choose how he came into the world, but now he has to fight twice as hard to survive in it. And the worst part, Chrisean still hasn't fully owned up to her role. She's saying sorry to folks and asking God for forgiveness, but she won't say why. She hasn't publicly admitted how her behavior during pregnancy might have played a role in Junior's condition. Maybe she never will. Maybe the truth is too heavy. Maybe once she says it out loud, she knows there's no turning back. But the truth is, the public already knows. Her fans, her followers, even her critics, they've been watching it all unfold in real time. So when she acts like this is some new revelation, it just feels like gaslighting. And let's not forget, this is the same woman who reportedly missed one of her son's surgeries just to go out partying. That's when people really started checking out emotionally. A whole surgery miss so she could get drunk and be seen. That's the moment people said, you know what, we're done. You don't get to make choices like that and then act like the victim later. And now here we are. She's trying to clean it all up, build bridges, rebuild trust, and make peace with God, and honestly, that's a good thing. It's better late than never. But let's not act like that erases what happened. People aren't just going to forget the live videos, the dismissive attitude, or the months of neglect. And they're definitely not going to stop holding her accountable because that child, he deserves more than apologies and Bible verses. He needs therapy, consistent medical care, love, structure, and real stability, things that have been missing from the very start. So now the question is, will she really change? Is this a true turning point? Or just another PR cleanup moment? Is she finally about to step into real motherhood? Or is this just a break before she starts partying again? Time will tell. But one thing we do know, Lil Jr. didn't ask for any of this, and he deserves every shot at a good life no matter what challenges he faces. He's innocent, and it's time the adults around him stop acting like children and finally do what's right, because the world is still watching. And this time, nobody's looking away.